Greetings, my subscribers. As well, my newly subscribers, thank you for coming. Now, for today, I'm going to demonstrate to you how I prepare my succulent fricasse chicken with food, and that would have been dumpling, sweet potato, and pumpkin. Now, guys, this demonstration is worthwhile watching. I don't want to miss it, so stay tuned, and I'll be right back. For tuning in. Now here in the bowl I have approximately 2.5 pounds of chicken, right? How I know it's 2.5 pounds? Because of a scale. You know what I mean? So I have a couple drumsticks, wing, and there's a breast in there cut in two, and there's a hip in here that I cut in two as well. You know what I mean? You know, after coming from work, and I decided not to do no takeout this evening. You know what I mean? I decided that I'm gonna cook some food. So what I had in mind was to cook some dumpling and pumpkin, you know what I mean, yam. Yeah, you know what I mean? For real. So here's the chicken. So I'm gonna rinse it off. You know, I already went ahead and clean it up. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna rinse it off now. Right? So after rinse it off, I'm just going to pour some more water on it, and then I'm gonna add some vinegar and lime juice. You know, so when washing meat with lime juice and vinegar, it makes a perfect combination. You know what I mean? Get some more water on it now. Alright, but I'm not gonna catch too much water on it. Alright, so after catching the water, I'm going to now pour some vinegar, and that's some Robert's. That's Robert's vinegar, right? Now, the cap is half mass. Why? Because if I take it off, I may eventually pour too much in there. So half mass it. That way, you know what I mean? I won't pour too much in it. Next, I'm gonna add some Carl's lime juice, right? I've mentioned before, lime juice and vinegar make a perfect combination when washing any form of meat, whether pork, chicken, fish, beef, you name it. Alright, now I'm going to go in and stir. You know what I mean? Just stir it up like so. You know what I mean? Mash it up, mix it all up like so. Right. So after mix it up and so forth, I'm just going to allow it to sit in the bowl for at least 5 minutes or more. Then I'm going to come back and throw it off and then rinse it. So let's keep on throwing it. I've reached the 5 minutes mark, so I'm going to go ahead now and just throw the water off like so. Then I'm going to rinse it. I'm going to rinse it twice. So as I said before, you know, I don't normally cook on a Friday. You know what I mean? I would do takeout. Is either some pizza, burger, you know, some KFC or something like that. You know, fast food. But I decided this evening I'm not gonna do no takeout. I feel like I wanna cook some food. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is. You know what I mean? There comes the time when you just feel for a thing, and there comes the time when you just don't want a thing. You know what I mean? It's just like when I feel like I don't want to go around the fireside. You know, that times when you just don't want to be around the fireside. You know, you just want to just grab something and go. But like this evening, that's not my thing, you know. I want to cook some food. Alright, so let's keep on tuning. I'm going to get all the seasonings and season the chicken. So here's my meat that is already washed with lime juice and vinegar, and then rinse after. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is to season my chicken with some Maggie pepper season. Now my dash season is finished, so I'm just gonna use the Maggie pepper season only. And just to let you know that the Maggie pepper season is one of those seasons that I tell us guys is a must to have. This season here, trust me, it's a good season. You know what I mean? It has less salt, you know what I mean, and it has herbs in it, you know, garlic and you know, ginger and stuff like that. Anyhow, without further ado, let me just go ahead and add some Maggie pepper season and the chicken. And bear in mind that this is approximately 2.5 pounds of chicken, so I'm adding the seasoners according to the amount of chicken that is in the container, right? Right, and for me, you know, when I buy season to my chicken, I like to taste it. I just make sure say it has the right taste. And I'm gonna add some pimento berry. Right, my pimento berry was already crushed. Right, now here in the bowl, I have 2 bowls here with the seasonings in it. All right, so I have some garlic, scotch bonnet pepper, onion, and skellion. Alright, then after that I'm going to add some soy sauce to it, so just keep on to reach the 5 minutes mark. So I'm going to go ahead now and just throw the water off like so, then I'm going to rinse it. I'm going to rinse it twice. So as I said before, you know, I don't normally cook on a Friday. You know what I mean? I would do takeout. It's either some pizza, burger, you know, some KFC or something like that. You know, fast food. But I decided this evening I'm not gonna do no takeout. I feel like I wanna cook some food. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is. You know what I mean? There come the time when you just feel for a thing, and there come the time when you just don't want a thing. You know what I mean? It's just like when I feel like I don't want to go around the fireside. You know, that times when you just don't want to be around the fireside. You know, you just want to just grab something and go. Well, like this evening, that's not my thing, you know. I want to cook some food. Alright, so let's keep on tuning. I'm going to get all the seasonings and season the chicken. Add some soy sauce now. There it is. Chinese soy sauce. Now, some people use browning, but I don't like using browning. Browning is too dark, you know what I mean? And they have to watch how you use it too, because if you add too much, it's going to be too dark. 1, 2, it's going to have a tan taste, because brown is normally for baking and so forth, you know what I mean? But some people use it. However, for me, I like to use my soy sauce. So in goes my soy sauce. Right, I'm not gonna add too much soy sauce to it. Next, I'm going to rub it up, so let's keep on tuning. Go ahead now and mix up everything, alright? Now I'm using a big bowl. Why I'm using a big bowl is because you have a more better angle. Why? Because if the bowl is too small, you're gonna season the chicken and may eventually have a spill. You don't want no spill, so you want to have a big bowl. We can keep everything with inside of it when I mix the meat. You know what I mean? So you see how I hold the meat and squeeze them and flip them over and everything. That's how you have to ensure so you do it, you know what I mean? Like I said before, it's a weekend, you know what I mean? And normally I don't cook on weekend, but for this week, I'm making an assumption, right? Because we just don't feel like we do not take out, you know what I mean? We decided to cook some food. So let's I'll season this chicken and just allow it to marinate for a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna kick it, all right? So just keep on tuning same way, you know what I mean, until you finish. Season up the chicken and tuck it in the fridge for a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna kick it. Have to make sure everything done properly, you know, cause you don't know everything set. Now the thing is, you know, for me, I can season my chicken any way I want it. I can season it without these seasonings here. You know what I mean? I can just use my Maggie pepper season and my dash season with a piece of pepper and a piece of garlic. Or 2 cloves of garlic, you know what I mean? And just beat them and just mix it up, you know what I mean? And then after I season, I make it marinate, cook it down and everything. Then I have my seasons after. The green seasoning after. You feel me? But for right now, I'm doing it this way. Right? This way is a better way for me. So you know everything's blended up. So just keep on tuning. I'm gonna tuck it away. Yes, I see the guy's chicken properly seasoned, you know. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna place it in the fridge now and allow it to marinate for a couple of hours until I'm ready to kick it. Feel me? Yeah, man, see there. Season with all the herbs and seasonings, you know what I mean? Garlic, pimento, berry, skellion, onion, thyme, pepper. Maggie pepper season. See that? Alright, so I'm going to pour me now some flour. I'm going to pour some flour within the bowl here before me. So this is 1 scoop. 2 scoop. I'm going to do 3 scoop. 3 scoop. Alright? And I look a bit. Then I'm going to add some cornmeal. Maybe add some more cornmeal to it. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is to cover the flour. I'm going to cover the flour and then remove it. And before me, right, so there we have it. 3 scoops of flour. Next, I'm going to use my spoon here and give it a stir, like so. You know, I have to give it a stir. I want to make sure everything is mixed properly. You don't want to have too much cornmeal in one area. You know, so you just go around and just stir, like so. Then I'm going to, hold on, let me see. I'm going to add some more cornmeal. Yeah, I just added some more cornmeal to it. Right, and then I'm going to stir. See the thing, you know, you see when I'm making dumplings, right? And when you're adding the flour and the cornmeal, you should know exactly if the mixture is not enough or it's too less, you know what I mean? So, as I did before, I did pour some cornmeal into the flour, but when I mix it, I realize it kind of look like it could take some more. So, you know, I'm just go ahead and just, you know, add some more cornmeal. So as you can see, I'm using a spoon just so bridge out the middle here, because that's where I'm going to pour the water in. Now the reason I'm going to use a spoon to mix the flour is because I'm trying to avoid from getting my hands messy, right? So at this point, I'm just using a spoon now to mix it, but as soon as the flour or the mixture gets tightened, then I'm just going with my hands, right? So you just add a little water, then you mix. You know, add a little more water, then you mix same way. You don't want to add too much water at once. If you do, you may eventually spoil the mixture. All right. Alright, so it's kind of getting tight now. So, you know, soon dive in with my hands and continue to mix it. But for this part, I'm just using a spoon just to avoid my hands from being messy. I just don't like it, you know what I mean? And I'm just saying that, look guys, if you want to use your hands to dive into it and mix it, it's okay, you know what I mean? But I chose not to use my hands. I chose not to. Look at my hands. They say them big. I choose not to dive in with my hands, right? Not right now. But as soon as make the mixture so we need it, then I'll just go with my hands. Alright? Then add some more water to it. As I said before, when you add a little water and you mix, so you add some more water and you mix, you have a better control over the mixture, right? If you add too much water at once, it may even try to spoil the whole thing, so you don't want to do that. So just add a little water and you mix, add a little water and you mix. That way you have a better control over what you're doing, alright? Alright, check the level guys, check the level. This is what I'm doing now. This is what I'm doing now. Alright, so I'm gonna clean out the spoon now. Alright. Now bear in mind guys, before you start cook, you have to ensure that you go ahead and you wash your hands. Right? I'm gonna show you. You wash your hands. Now look at this. Look at my fingers guys. I have no nails. Nails are cut. Right? Nails are cut. When you're cooking, you have to have short nails. Right? You can't have long nails while you're cooking. Why? Because you know I cannot still see on your fingernail. You know what I mean? And you don't want that. So in I go with my hands now, and this is the process I'm talking about. Add some more water to it. I want to get everything I need to get. Everything. Now, when I'm making my dumplings, right? My dumplings has to be not soft enough, but it has to have the right texture, right? So one should know if the dough is too tight or if it needs some more water, just to loosen it up a little. Now I did not add no salt to it, right? I did not add no salt within the flour mixture. Why? Because I'm gonna add salt to the pot. You know, makes sense adding salt to the pot and add salt within the flour mixture. You know, makes sense. That's too much salt. You feel me? Once you put salt in the pot, remember you're gonna cook the food, you know, the dumpling and everything in the pot, right? So the salt is already in the pot. So when you cook the food, you're gonna taste the salt. I mean the raw salt, but you're gonna taste the food. It's gonna taste alright. Like you put salt in it, but you don't put no salt in it. The salt is already in the pot, and that's what I told a friend of mine. You don't need to put no salt in the flour and then turn around and put salt in the pot. That's too much salt. Right? It's coming to my soup now. I'm just keep on kneading it. I want to get it to the right texture. Right? Alright. He's okay. Just need a few more minutes. All right, that's it right there. All right, so let's keep on tuning. I'm going to put the water on in the pot on the stove, you know what I mean? And I am going to get busy doing other things in the kitchen. So let's keep on tuning. Now I'm going to add approximately half teaspoon of salt, right? Half teaspoon of salt into the pot of water on the stove. It is slowly coming to a boil. So I'm just making my dumplings. That's the day you have it. See? Tuck it in there. Actually, guys, you see, with my method, I don't want how I make my dumplings, guys. Me I tell us, say it turns out really good. Now look at my dumplings. You know, someone told me, someone said I made pretty dumplings. I laughed. For real. Someone said MTC your dumplings are pretty. I'm like, really? So you know what the thing about is that I take time out to really do what I do and do the best of my ability. You know what I mean? I'm not a perfectionist, you know, but I like to do things and do it correctly, you know. And I like to go by measurements too, you know, because if I'm doing something, I want to make sure that, you know, it's done correctly. Like for instance, when I season my meat, right, I like to taste it. Why? Some people may not taste it, but I like to taste my one. Why? Because I want to make sure, say, you know, you have to taste that it requires, you know what I mean? For real, because the thing is, you can judge it, you know, you can't fall off. You can't judge it and fall off, you know what I mean? So it's best when you're on point. So I'm saying, when you season it, you can taste it. If it tastes too fresh, you can add some more season to it. If not, you know what to do, you know what I mean? Just love it. But I'm just saying though, you know, for me, you know, I like my thing is accurate. Yeah, man, for real, man. If it's not to my suit, it's a turn off for me. Trust me, it is a turn off for me. And you know, I mean, a turn off is not a way experience, you know what I mean? For real, so that's just me, though. So when I'm cooking, when I'm making my dumplings and all that, I have to make sure it's done correctly. If it's not done correctly, believe you me, that's turn off. Alright? Now my dumplings may not be big enough, but let me tell you something. You see, if you want to start to cook, it's gonna swell. And that's the cause of the cornmeal. Alright? Yeah, that's the cause of the cornmeal. Alright. Alright, so far I made 5 dumplings. Now I'm gonna make the rest. I'm gonna make the rest after. Alright, so our dumplings are now complete in the pot, so I'm gonna give it a stir. Now the reason I'm gonna give it a stir, right, is because I don't want them to be sticking to the bottom of the pot. Right? And they have my dumplings that are joined together. Why? Because when I put them in the pot, you know, sometimes we don't drop them on each other. So they are now, they are loosened. Alright, so what I'm gonna do next is to peel a piece of dasheen, and a piece of sweet potato. And add it to the pot. So just keep on tuning. Put the balance of food within the pot. Just take the cover off. Put in the balance of food. Now the thing is, I have pumpkin to add to the pot, but the pumpkin is not gonna go in right now. You know, pumpkin is a cook, so what I'm gonna do is to put in the pumpkin like say when the food almost reach halfway in terms of cooking. That's when I'm gonna put in the pumpkin because I don't want the pumpkin to mash out. You feel me? So that's just how I have to do it to avoid if I mash out. So let's keep on tuning. You know what I mean? I'm going to kick off the chicken now. You know what I mean? I don't know the chicken overdue now. So I'm going to kick it off now. Alright? So the skillet is now on the flame. We already poured some oil in it already. So you know, say it's getting hot. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do now is to take out the chicken from the pot. So they already poured some oil in the skillet. So you know it's getting hot right now. So what I'm gonna do is to use a fork now and just scrape off all the season of the meat.
I didn't understand.
I'm gonna scrape off all the season of the meat, and then I'm going to add them to the skillet. Alright? Now bear in mind, there may be a little splashing because you know the oil is hot. Oh, okay. It's not splashing, but that's a good look. Hold on just a minute. Alright, so I'm gonna scrape out the seasonings. Because you know I did already season my chicken with the season on it. So what I'm doing now is just to scrape them off. You know what I mean? Because I want to fry them now, you know. So you don't want to have the season on it while I'm gonna fry the chicken. Alright, so I'm putting in the drumsticks now. Now let me show you. It's in the bowl with the seasoned chicken and everything in here. I have to ensure I scrape them off. You know what I mean? Before I add them to the skillet. I have to make sure they're all scraped off. Then add them to the skillet. But you may be wondering why I season the chicken with the seasonings. I'm gonna tell you why. The reason being is that when I season the chicken with the seasoning, it's like you get that kind of flavor you need, you know what I mean? It's properly marinate that way there. Yeah, because you season it with all the seasoning and everything. So it's not a big deal with me stripping them off. That's fine, you know what I mean? No, I can put at least one more piece inside of there. Alright, so that's 3 drumsticks, 1 hip that is cut in 2, and a piece of breast. So I'm going to cover it and allow it to take its own time and get its color. Now I need my chickens to be brown on each side evenly. Alright, so let's keep on tuning. So I'm going to now place the pumpkins within the pot here. Now the pumpkin has the skin still intact. Why? Is because when you cook it with the skin, it won't fall apart, you know what I mean? So I'm going to place them in. So I cut this pumpkin in 3 pieces, alright? Then I'm going to cover the pot and allow them to continue to cook. Alright guys, so let's keep on tuning, you know what I mean? I got ready, my kitchen. Chicken a bubble and thing. Alright. Now food a bubble. You know what I mean? See it there? Alright. You don't know what things so just go and keep on tuning. I'm going to now take out a few bigger chicken from out of the skillet. The piece can turn over. The piece as well, turn over. You know, myself, my fried chicken, I like my chicken is golden brown. You know what I mean? Yeah man, chicken needs to golden brown, you know. Alright, so I'm going to get the container and take out a few pieces come out of the pot. Now I'm going to take out a few pieces of chicken from out of the skillet and place in the container here. This can get some more color. I want some like my chicken golden brown. So let's keep on tuning until you know the rest is golden brown. So the food now about the food is now finished cooked, so I'm going to turn the flame off. So I'm gonna take the cover off. And remove a piece of chicken. Alright, so you know, as I said now, you see, when frying chicken, like this stage, you know what I mean, when you season the chicken and you decide to brown it before you cook it down, it's a more longer stage. This is not like you don't look for some brown stew chicken, you know what I mean? For real, you fry and cook down. So if you don't ensure you just have the time to really, you know, make them fry and fry evenly on both sides. You know what I mean? Yeah, I take time, you know, but you have to have patience when you cook it. You feel me? You can't rush it. Alright, so let's keep on tuning. You have a few more pieces in there, you know, and so it can come out. Yeah, and then brown them, you know. Yeah, cook them down and thing, you know what I mean, like some more soy sauce and so forth, great, and cook it down with the rest of seasonings and everything. You feel me? So let's keep on tuning and you see how things get done here in my kitchen. See it? Yeah, so here it is, my finished fried chicken. You know what I mean? And later on, eventually take them out of the skillet and place them in the same container with the seasonings. Now, bear in mind, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. So what I'm gonna do, right, is just put the pot on the flame, you know what I mean, fry up some seasonings, You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna add the chicken to it. So just keep on chewing. In the seasons now. Now bear in mind the seasons. You don't have to take it from the bowl itself. Right? Now the oil that is in the pot here, right, is the same oil I used to fry the chicken, right? I just use a little bit inside here, just a little bit. I don't need too much oil, you know what I mean? So the oil is just to fry the seasons. So I'm just giving it that stir, you know, to make it fry more faster. So after doing so, I'm going to go in now with the chickens. I'm going to place them in. So I'm using my hands. You know, being my hands are clean, right? Yeah, my hands are clean. Okay, now when you are cooking, you have to ensure that your hands are clean. If not, you're in serious trouble. You gotta rinse my hands off. What I'm gonna do next now is to put some water on the pipe. Just get some water from the faucet, then pour it in. Right. So after pour it in, I'm just going to give it a slight stir, just to make sure that the meats are down in the pot, not on each other, like so. You notice how them look? Yes, I want to make sure that they're down inside the pot, not on each other. Alright? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce the flame, right? I'm going to allow it to slow cook, right? Because I don't want the color to change from the chicken, so it needs to have the same color. But I'm gonna keep it on a slow cook. So the flame is gonna reduce down to low. Alright, so just keep on throwing in. I mean, there you have it. Alright, so there you have it. Chicken and bubble. What I'm going to do next is to add some iced potato to it, alright? I have some iced potato that is already sliced up, or should I say diced up. So I'm just going to ensure that they're properly placed within the pot here, you know what I mean? I don't want to have them floating on top. So I'm just making way for them to go in between the grooves, those areas that have that, you know, space, yeah, so they can be cooked. Alright, so a little more water to it. Now bear in mind, it's the same bowl I'm using that I season the meat in. So I'm gonna cover and allow the chicken to cook. Alright? So just keep on tuning. See there? You can smell the aroma, it smells so nice. I tell you, with all the seasonings and the herbs just combined together, you season the chicken. I'm not tell you, say you can smell the aroma. You know what I mean? And I'm not even finished yet. You know what I mean? I'm not finished yet, but I'm not tell you, say the aroma is kicking. So I'm gonna continue allow it to cook until it's finished. I'm gonna cover it now. Alright, so as you can see now, I'm gonna give it a stir. As I mean, all the handles by both handles, and give it a stir like so. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it at least 2 more minutes and then turn the flame off. Alright, so just keep on tuning. You know it got ready? Yeah? Alright. About finished, so I'm gonna turn the flame off. That's about it. Alright, so see the guys, check out what I go on my pot. This is the Friday evening settings, you know what I mean? Some fricasse chicken. Yeah man, with vegetables in it. And then we have some food that are also cooked on this side here. So there it is. Some pumpkin. I have some pumpkin and dumpling with sweet potato. See the settings? This is the settings, you know. This is the settings. Here is the finished result of my dish. You can smell the essence, guys. It smells so delicious. I cannot wait to dive into it. Guys, if you enjoy what you're watching so far, go right ahead and subscribe to my channel. Guys, I take great pleasure to share with you what I prepare in my kitchen. So feel free to like the video, leave a valuable comment, share me out, subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification bell and allow it to be on all. That way you'll be the first person to be notified when I drop a new video. Thank you for watching.